Al-Haytham's been made acting Grand Sage, but with that personality of his...
How's everything going with your thesis?
I should be able to publish it next month. A few days ago, I was worried that I'd have to stop.
Well, Azar was one of your thesis advisors. Honestly, I was afraid that you might have gotten trapped.
The newly appointed acting Grand Sage reviewed all of our projects and gave us permission.
Acting Grand Sage? That sounds like a new thing.
Yeah, I heard that selecting new sages has been taking some time, so he's just filled. But it's all thanks to him that our research results weren't jeopardized. Once my paper is published, I'm definitely giving myself a long vacation.
They're really out of their minds, making Al-Haytam the acting...
Take it easy, Professor. I'm puzzled as well. Just going by qualifications, you're one of our most preeminent scholars.
Fool! Do you think I'm angry because I wasn't chosen for the position? He was one of my students, but he rarely attended class. When I asked him about it, he retorted that self-study. What brazen arrogance! Misery of miseries! For the Academy...
Professor, don't get so worked up. I'll go get you.
Psst! Want to hear a secret? I've heard the new acting Grand Sage is from Haravatop.
Really? Who is it?
Someone named Al-Haytam. Never met him myself, but he's a real hot topic right now. There's also a Vahumana scholar who's been in the spotlight recently. They say that he's a likely...
Oh, is he teaching any courses?
Wow. News of Al-Haytam being the acting Grand Sage sure spread fast. Some people don't know who he is. Some people are saying good things and others bad. Especially that old guy just now. Hey, are you okay?
The Matra.
The Matra?
I'm Ilias. I have to talk to a Matra about something important.
In the state you're in? You shouldn't push yourself. Why don't you tell us what happened and we'll pass on your message to a Matra?
No, I have to tell them myself. They are the only ones I could trust. Sorry, can you lend me your arm?
Since you put it that way, fine, we'll take you... We promised to take him to a Matra, but we don't... Hey there! Excuse us, but it...
You two look familiar. Are you friends of Mahamatra? But if you'd like, I can pass whatever message you might have.
We ran into this guy by the gates, and he seems really eager to speak.
Oh? If you don't mind, why don't you tell me about it first?
Siraj.
Siraj.
Vahumana Research?
Yes, one of their most renowned, in fact. I hear he's as... There are rumors he'll become Vahumana's next sage.
I want to report him. For conducting a He kidnapped me, tied me up, and took me to that horrible cave. I ran as fast as I could, a little...
There's no rush. Please. What kind of experiments was he conducting?
I don't remember.
Huh? You can't remember?
All I remember is Siraj walking towards me, and then my head... It's like a nightmare that I can't recall. I just know that... Oh, I heard they conduct business in the tavern.
Even if what you say is... All right. I'll have some of my colleagues, but before that, I would like to administer the Matra lie detector test.
You think I'm lying?
Please don't take it the wrong way. This is just standard protocol. Sorry, but can you two wait out here a little while? We'll be back soon.
Huh? Al-Haytam?
Let me bring you up to speed. First things first, Ilias passed the lie detector test. This indicates that what he said is highly credible. As such, we've decided to launch an investigation. Per protocol, this matter was reported to Acting Grand Sage Al-Haytham. After hearing about it, he left a message for Mahamatra Sayan.
Huh. It's kind of weird for you to be working with the mantra.
You're overthinking things. My interest was piqued is all.
Really? I'm unsurprised you have this much free time. In that case, let's join in as well, shall we, Traveler?
It's already against protocol for Acting Grand Sage Al-Haytham to participate in this. Oh, never mind. After all, you were the ones who brought Ilias here. I'll allow you.
Don't you worry. Our lips are sealed.
All right, in that case, I'll fill you. Ilias claimed that Siraj will be conducting some business with a Kasharawar researcher at the tavern. This is one of his few clear memories. Incidentally, Siraj isn't at the Academia right now. He applied. It's close to the time that Ilias had given. So we've decided to head to the tavern and investigate any suspicious.
That's right. Arav, prepare to head out.
Oh, come on! We already said that
We're here, Acting Grand Sage Al-Haytham. What's our next course of action? Acting Grand Sage Al-Haytham?
Looks like you haven't read any memos lately. The new Academia decree clearly states that even a sage doesn't have the authority. If your superior were here, he wouldn't be asking me what to do.
You're right. Understood. Then please wait here as we lock down the... Ilias, please stay here. Acting Grand Sage Al-Haytham?
Sure. Though I'd rather... Answering a simplistic question only enables the questioner. Besides, I need him to understand my position. Arav has just as many doubts about my coming along as you do. But unlike you two, he's making this matter more complicated than it is, with his considerations like That question was obviously bait. The mantra were once under the influence of the sages, and so were often subject. The test was strictly unnecessary, though.
Why is this so complicated?
This is why I was against becoming the Acting Grand Sage from the very first.
Excuse me, Acting Grand. I've had a question on my mind, and I need to know the answer no matter what.
No. I have no recollection of ever meeting you.
Haha, I thought so too.
Then why did you ask?
Well, for some reason I felt a sense of...
Really? A misperception, perhaps. Or...
Acting Grand Sage Al-Haytham? We've apprehended a suspect.
Siraj?
No, it's the Kasharawar researcher who has dealings with him.
Acting Sage Al-Haytham? Wait, can someone please explain what's going on? I admit that I did steal some mechanical components from the lab. What have I got myself into? I know I let greed get the best of me, but...
I would like to ask him a few questions.
Of course.
Do you know Siraj?
Yeah, that's the name of my buyer.
What were the details of this
He's doing some kind of experiment that seems to require many power generators and electrical... He contacted me in private and said that he'd pay a large sum of mora if I was willing to put some aside. We had originally agreed to meet at the tavern earlier today to do the trade. I sure didn't expect to get stood up. Or...
Perhaps Siraj was aware that Ilias might leak information, so he intentionally didn't show up. The good news is, regardless of what Siraj was planning, his progress will now be severely hindered by a lack of power. Do you have any more questions for the suspect?
No. He's all yours. But I'd like to
Oh, that's fine. We conducted a comprehensive lie detection exam, which showed that he has a genuine case of amnesia. We're not... However, I am curious. What?
I've read some papers regarding amnesia, and I'd like to try restoring his memories.
I see. We'll be returning to the Academia then.
Follow me.
Siraj didn't show up at the tavern, And Naren Al-Haytham, are you serious about seeing things through?
I thought you would have guessed the reason by now. Yes, we were classmates.
Oh, so that's why you asked to come along when Arav briefed you on the situation. So you're not here because you're interested in the case itself.
You couldn't be further from the truth. But I wasn't expecting much from you to begin with. For the time being, all you need to know is that we were once classmates. I became this. He submitted a thesis 1 year ago, and the Grand Sage at the time asked for my opinion. I did not approve of it because it committed one of the 6 cardinal sins, from violating matters regarding human evolution to attempting the forbidden and fearing none. The 6 cardinal sins are the origin of all evil in this world. They are also what the sages use as a My opinion was that Siraj's research was both overly naive and in violation of various core principles.
So that's why he's buying energy sources and...
He's most likely trying to circumvent the rules and conduct his experiment in secret.
That sounds super suspicious. Oh, Ilias, can you try to remember things again?
I'm sorry, but I've already tried many times.
It is possible for a person to subconsciously forget some of their memories as... However, these memories aren't truly lost, but merely sealed away. Now, try to recall things you care about.
Well, actually, I feel like I've forgotten more than just the memories of the time I was kidnapped and experimented on. The kind of person I am, the things I've done, I can remember some, but I do vaguely remember that there are 2 things that I have to do.
Do tell.
The first is to get my paycheck from the Academia, and I'm not sure about the details, but it seems that I would send money to my...
And the second thing? What's the second thing?
I can't remember.
Not unexpected. However, you're the only one who has seen Siraj and knows the exact location of his cave at present.
Losing your memories must be really painful. But don't you worry, we'll help.
Oh, thank you so much. I have so few memories that I don't even have a clear idea of who I am. But amidst all that, it also feels like I've been... Nevertheless, I have you all to thank for bringing me what clarity I do have right now. Now, I do remember that I worked part-time at a place in the Academia called...
I see. In that case, let's go and find whoever's in...
Useless. Useless.
Oh, Acting Grand Sage Al-Haytham. I've sent this period's research expenses report to your office.
I did. Recent research
Yes, though that is primarily because there are fewer scholars with but that can be a rather...
I believe you know this individual. His name is Ilias.
Oh, yes, of course. Though, Ilias, where have you been these past few days? That was our busy period, but then you disappeared without a word.
I'm sorry, something unexpected came up. But I know I've caused trouble for everyone. Is there
The other researchers have more or less finished your share of the work. Do you remember Chandra? You were in charge of following up. He retracted his application a few days ago. He's the 12th person to retract a research application this month. I'd like you to ask him why he did that. Chandra's...
Understood.
I'll pay you in full once you return. However, make sure you don't disappear without saying anything. Is this acceptable?
I have no objections.
Ilias?
long time no see. What can I do for you? I heard that you canceled your research project. Oh, that, it's really nothing special. I'm not the only one who canceled, right? I mean, people have...
No motivation to conduct research?
Yeah. Say, who might...
Oh, don't mind me.
Well, with the downfall of the sages not long ago, many of the projects that they led were put on hold while they were being invested. With the situation being so volatile, people are picking up random things to do to kill time.
When you say how things will pan out, you actually mean what the new sage...
Wow, talk about blunt. But that isn't the only
So what are the other reasons?
Well, because the Akasha... I'm sure you're all aware that we require all kind... Back then, the Akasha would respond to any of our requests for... It was beyond convenient. We didn't have to spend an extended amount of time...
I see.
You get it, right? After having had a taste of something so amazing, who can... There are only a handful of people at the Academia who are starting new projects or performing research. Most people are like me, waiting for a recognized research. Although our names will be further down in the paper, we'll have a much easier time. We don't have to do most of the mental heavy lifting. All we have to...
Ilias? What's wrong?
My head... It hurts. I remember now. I remember what Siraj... You will become Siraj number 36. Fuse yourself with a...
Paimon doesn't get it.
It's what Siraj was researching and the topic of the thesis he had submitted. Collective consciousness and the path of evolution. Siraj believed that by achieving 3 objectives, he could create a collective consciousness. First, he would rank test subjects in descending order of ability, with number 1 serving as the overmind. This overmind would then divide tasks into numerous modules and delegate them to the collective's members based on their... Lastly, members would share their memories and emotions to facilitate the rapid exchange of information within the collective.
Paimon still doesn't get it. What's the point of all that?
Think of it as linking many minds together and tailoring a given mind's assigned work based on its compatibility. Eventually, everyone's minds will be consolidated into a new form of existence that is both an Siraj believes this collective consciousness is superior to individual human.
Whoa. Squishing a whole bunch of people together...
It's just as Al-Haytham said. Siraj gave all the test subjects different numbers. Bigger numbers meant you had a lower rank, so your assigned Smaller numbers were ranked higher, so you'd be given more complex assignments like planning for the future. Siraj referred to me as number 36. I also recall that Siraj said his plan was proceeding very quickly, and that the...
Oh no! Then we gotta hurry! We have to stop him before it's complete!
I tried my best, but that's all I can remember. I still can't...
Take your time. You'll eventually remember it all.
What's off?
You were only designated as number 36? What a shame. From what I can
I'm not sure what Siraj's numbering system is based on. Anyway, we're done.
Please, wait. I heard you all talking about Siraj just now.
Huh?
Well, Siraj is pretty popular as of late. I heard he's gained recognition from a lot of well-known There are many who would give up everything to be a part of his research team. That said, I do know a researcher who received an invitation from Siraj but declined it. Her name is Janaki. If you're interested, you can try to find her. She's usually reading at the pavilion in the garden.
Are you Janaki? We'd like to ask you a couple of things about Siraj.
Ilias?
Do you know me? I'm sorry.
Are you playing dumb with me?
No, I'm not. I actually have amnesia, so I've lost a lot of my memories.
And? Are you trying to say that I should forgive you, or are you using the acting grand sage as backup to settle things with me? The two big...
That's enough. There seems to be a dispute between... I heard that Siraj once invited you to join his project.
So, what if it is? Siraj did extend an invitation to me, and I was also I think it was about collective consciousness or something. Anyway, he said that I could be number... No one wants to be placed at the bottom. Certainly.
Ilias's number's 36, and Janaki was supposed to be number 45. Ugh.
Tell me, did Siraj tell you how he assigned numbers?
Yeah. Remember how the sages took advantage of the Akasha and extracted Yana energy from our heads back? They left a document that records the amount of Yana energy that the Akasha had... I don't know how Siraj got his hands on that document, but he used it as the base...
I see. He believes that this data can be used to putting aside the validity of the data, it is meaningless to judge individuals based solely on their jnana energy. At most, jnana energy can only be seen as representing a portion of a person's abilities.
See? I knew I couldn't have only been ranked...
What else do you know about Siraj?
That's it. He came to me. I refused. Is there anything else you needed? If not, I'm out of here. I've had...
Please, wait. I still want...
You really forgot?
I swear. I don't remember...
Paimon can vouch for him. The mantra also said that he truly lost his memory.
I see. You know what? I get angry just thinking about it. So I really don't have the patience to fill you in. All you need to know is that you... That's all I have to say. Goodbye.
And she's gone. She doesn't seem to like you.
I really don't. But after she said that, I guess...
Do you want to remember?
Huh?
Even though you're a witness against Siraj in this case, you've also... No one can force you to remember if you don't want to. Even if you manage to remember, all you would need...
I'm not sure what to do. Like I said before, for some reason I felt a sense of... But I feel like I shouldn't be allowed to go free so easily.
I can look up your file. Something that caused trouble for a lot of people in the past must be on file somewhere. Would you like me to look into it?
Yes, please.
All right, then let's return to the House of Dana. We've spent enough time here, and you should go and get your paycheck. You go and deal with that. The rest, we'll meet back here later and then head over.
Okay. Thank you all so much.
Relax, Ilias. Being nervous...
That's true. I'll also try my best to remember anything else related...
I'm holding you to that. See you later. Okay. The important files from the last few years should all be here.
What's wrong?
Nothing. Anyway, I found Ilias's file. Let's meet downstairs.
What have I done?
This file indicates that you were once commended by the Academia for your courage and sense of justice. You were...
Huh?
Yes. Your instructor was engaging in academic... Your report was found to be true after a series of investigations, and this incident caused quite the commotion, and the Academia sent you... What is it? Are any memories coming back to you?
No, it's just... my head feels like it's being ripped apart again. It hurts. Did I seriously do that? Then why?
Let's put this matter aside for now. It isn't directly related to Siraj, so...
I'm sorry. That should have been something good to hear, but my body is instinctively rejecting it. I feel like I'll black out if I try to remember.
Take it slow. Recovering memories is no easy task. Just do what you think is right.
Thank you. I'm not sure how you're so calm and composed all the time, but...
Let's head to Gandharvaville and deliver Ilias's paycheck to his...
We should be close. Let me think. It should be this way.
Ilias, what are you doing back here?
Dad, it's nothing. I was just wondering how...
You sure everything's okay? Did they bully you? Ilias, what's wrong?
I'm fine. Just a minor headache.
Back then, I told you not to be a hero. Look how things I can't imagine how things are going for you at the Academia.
You don't have to force yourself to stay at the Academia.
I'm all right. I just need a little rest.
Ilias doesn't seem like he wants them to know that he has amnesia.
Hey! That's enough, you two. Ilias isn't feeling well. You can... Ilias, let's find somewhere to talk. So, how's your head?
It's much better now. Oh, here. It's this...
Same old, same old. It's just that everyone's worried about you. Don't mind their nagging. Deep down, they know that you did the right thing. It's just that after hearing a lot of bad rumors about you and seeing all the threatening letters...
Conform.
Yeah. You don't remember? After the incident, you... Ilias? What's wrong?
Ah, I see.
You're acting a little weird today, you know? Anyway, I understand your... I don't care if you're a hero or not.
Your understanding is a great comfort to him.
Is it? That's good. Are you a friend?
More so these two. My name is Al-Haytham, and this is the
Oh, that rings a bell. At any rate, would you like to join us for dinner? I just happened to buy some extra food.
Sorry, but I still have things I need to take care of.
Well, that's a shame. Okay, I'll get going then.
Don't worry. I won't do anything to make...
You remember now?
Yes, I do. Thanks for that. You know, you don't...
Is that your way of conveying gratitude?
Oh, my apologies. But I meant every word. I said that there was a sense of familiarity, but what...
Loathing?
Yeah, but having spent some time with you, I realized that you're not strange, isn't it? Why?
My strength is that I don't care about what others think. If you could also develop this quality, then you won't be as bothered by complicated social relationships.
It'd be great if I could think like you. But first things first.
Really? That's... Paimon remembers that you said there are two things that you... What about the other one?
There are more important things at hand. We have to stop Siraj before he completes his collective consciousness.
You're right. Let's head out.
This is the place.
It's so well hidden. But there's nothing spooky about it. Weird. It's bigger on the inside than Paimon imagined. Are you sure it's still a... Ilias? Do you remember this place? Huh? Did he get separated from us? Should we wait?
There's no need for that.
Alright.
It's okay, Ilias. You've done more than enough for me already.
I don't understand. Everyone knows that Johnny is stealing your research. Why isn't he shamelessly used your thesis to send in a project application? And whenever the project hits a wall,
Do you know how many people are working on that project? If Johnny was kicked out because of academic fraud, that'd be...
But he's obviously taking he throws you the hardest work, and after you're done pulling all-nighters, he struts around with your research data and takes credit for it. That's not right! Why are you...
A lot of people warn me to not say anything. And I think they have a point. It's okay. He's at least paying me.
Half a year of your time and effort. Countless all-nighters, and casual threats and He's treating people like cattle.
Enough. It's fine. I just need to suck it up and get it done.
What's the matter? Huh? You could read minds this whole time and you never told Paimon?
Of course not. I was also able to see those memories just now. They were probably the ones that leaked.
Connecting...
It's clear that this place isn't a work in progress. The collective consciousness project is already complete, and Ilias, not entirely. Keep...
Strange. That doesn't seem right. Maybe we need to use two keys at once.
Nothing lasts forever. Right now. Exterminate! Scatter! Emerge! Right now. Useless!
It's completely different from what Ilias said. This place looks like it's been done for a while.
Contributing to the collective by only thinking to your strengths. How easy.
Al-Haytham. Just thinking of that name fills me with hatred. We must get rid of him.
The scribe's work is simple, which is exactly why I took the position.
An entire year's worth of work down the drain. And for what? Your reputation? Do you have any idea how—
You could have played hero any time, so why couldn't you have waited until the project was complete?
I don't understand what you guys are saying. Are you saying you don't care that Raju jumped to his death?
It's a shame. What happened to him? Everyone has been working hard to complete the project.
In any case, we're done with you. Because of your recklessness, none of this affects you at all. But do you know how many people? Now our futures are up in the air. If worst comes to pass—
I'm sorry.
There's no need for an apology. It's not like I'll accept it anyway. You'll pay for this.
Hey, you're blinking out again. What did—
Don't jump to conclusions just yet. Save your work.
Ilias, this is all very strange. Is there really no research group that will take you? Well, to pass this course, you must complete a paper with other researchers. I know you're a hero for fighting academic fraud, but well, maybe you should try to improve your relationship with the other researchers.
I understand.
You seem troubled.
Who are you?
Where are my manners?
Siraj, I've heard of you.
The world hates people who don't fit in. After you reported Johnny for academic fraud, you were ostracized. However, I'm working on some research that will help you merge. How about it?
What did you see?
Giga Jerk here. Ooh, Paimon's so mad! We're gonna find him, and we're gonna...
You've come. I intentionally slowed my integration into the collective consciousness, and I wanted to apologize to you as him. It was only at Gandharvу to throw off the matrу and bring Al-Haytham to the hive. That...
You were already Siraj number 36?
Yes, I truly did forget many things during that time. However, it's not that I got scared and forgot. It's difficult to fool Al-Haytham, so I had to create the perfect guise for myself.
And the best guise is when you believe your own lies.
Correct. I only told you that the hive was incomplete because I had to... It was finished a long time ago. Before I left, I was already living as only here can I be truly... That's all I wanted to say. After I enter this room, my consciousness will merge back...
Is this your decision?
Yeah, the person we know is Ilias, not Siraj number 36. The outside world is painful sometimes, but Paimon doesn't think that's a reason to run away.
Do you need more time to consider, Ilias?
Hey, who are...
That is...
So you're that Giga Jerk!
Giga Jerk? How bold of you!
You!
I modified Akasha terminals to allow users to share memories and emotions. Then, I recruited researchers from the Academia. I assigned numbers to everyone and divided the experiment's tasks. Here, people can live easily and happily without needing to exercise complex mental thought.
You're just trying to justify yourself!
Then I ask you, what's the difference between here and the out? There are researchers at the Academia who engage in dangerous research in extreme environments while others become idle. And people are so obsessed with collective will that even those on the fringes will attempt to fit in after suffering. Isn't that right, Ilias? There's no need to deny this, as it is fact. It is natural for social, and the terminus of conformity is a collective consciousness through which even an ordinary bee colony can become a powerful swarm. Welcome to the hive, Al-Haytham. You once arrogantly denied the merits of this project. A few simple words from you, and my research was consigned to nothingness. Of course, I'm well aware that you don't care about any of this. But I didn't give up. I made my thesis in...
When we arrived, I noticed many empty rooms in the hive.
Oh, you noticed that? Then can you guess where their inhabitants are? The answer is the Academia. They're executing another phase of the plan. The collective consciousness links all of us into a single mind, showcasing our individual strengths as we work together. Everything has been proceeding smoothly. You are our biggest obstacle. With you out of the way, the project will snowball until ultimately everyone will be part of my hive. No.
We won't let you do this!
What can you achieve with mere words? You weren't even able to change Ilias's mind. Return to the hive, number 36.
Yes.
Wait! Don't go back! Look! There are lots of people out there and you aren't an outcast! Aren't we your friends?
That's easy for you to say, given that you're travelers. Will you two continue to stay at the Academia? When you leave, return, number 36. You know as well as I do that comforting...
Ilias? Why?
You two are just as arrogant as Al-Haytham. You think that everyone should be like you and live according to their own truths. But I allowed number 36 to leave the hive without his memories only because I knew he would eventually return. Al-Haytham, do say a word or two.
I made those words quite clear a year ago. The model you presented was extremely unstable. No amount of garish packaging will change its fragile nature. It can't be helped. If you were clever enough to realize those problems, then you would have been aware that the hive changed when Ilias returned to this collective consciousness of yours.
What?
What's happening?
The collective needs motivation to execute its plans, just as machinery requires energy to operate. That's why you, as the Overmind, synchronized your hatred of me into the collective, prompting them to create and execute a plan to eliminate me. However, when Ilias returned to the collective, his memories and emotions were shared with the rest of its members.
Thanks for that. You know, you don't seem like such a bad person. Strange, isn't it? Why did I have those thoughts at that time?
This contradicts the hatred you had provided them, and these two differing emotions will give rise—
So that's it! Wait, so you knew that Ilias, and then you pretended to keep him around just to fool Siraj? Wouldn't expect any less from you, Al-Haytham. Once the collective consciousness bugs out, we'll take that opportunity to— wait, it's back to normal already?
Al-Haytham, I told you. You're too arrogant. Ilias's return had indeed introduced abnormal emotions into the hive, but your struggle has been in vain. And it's time to end it. Allow me—
So many monsters. Where did they come from? And something
I also integrated monsters into the collective, though I ranked them last. Despite their lack of intelligence, perfect cooperation can be achieved. Now then, drown in endless waves of monsters. You—
Hey, Al-Haytham! Your plan didn't work, so what do we do now?
I've already sent my gift to the collective. It'll take some— You two just need to brace yourselves for the nuisance and—
Well, alright. Paimon doesn't—
The process of elimination.
I'm always watching. Emerge, right now.
Evil conquering!
Al-Haytham isn't that bad of a person.
But it has to be done. He must be eliminated so that we can evolve.
You see? That is the will of the collective. Even with the hatred gone, they continue their work. An external anomaly can't—
Wheel of life. Right here. Emerge. Right here.
Useless.
He won't hold out for much longer.
He's a lot tougher than we imagined.
Something's gone wrong with the Academia. The matrу.
Spring force!
Orders given. Orders received. Life goes on.
What's going on? What's with this sudden influx of information? Silence! As the Overmind, I command you!
A sight to behold. Emerge.
Flicker.
Disappear! Worthless! Worthless!
How is that possible? Why hasn't it been resolved yet?
Judgment?
The will of the collective cannot be wrong. The Overmind must have made an error in his judgment.
But Siraj is the most intelligent among us. He is #1. His judgment is the optimal one.
Is that true? No, not necessarily.
Right now. Emerge.
Propagate!
have you done?
Calm down. Don't you have an easy way to figure this out? You were only designated as number 36? What a shame. From what I can see, your talents merit a smaller number. Putting aside the validity of the data, it is meaningless to judge individuals based solely on their jnana energy.
What you said to Ilias has now become a memory shared by all members of the Hive. I see it now! You've channeled and amplified their selfish desires! You're trying to destroy my Hive from the inside out!
Human minds are not infinitely pliable, and your Hive has stretched many of them to their limit. Once your authority as Overmind starts to wane, it won't be long before your subjects snap back. Is it worth living here like a machine? Being a tool for the rest of my life? As soon as one person begins to have these thoughts, selfishness, doubt, and fear will propagate, thanks to the web of consciousness that you built. At this stage, your so-called Hive has already fallen.
It's not over yet. I am the Overmind! There has to be a way!
It's too late. Once the desires of the Hive accumulate, beyond a certain threshold, they will kill their king.
I
wouldn't have suffered such a disgraceful defeat if I was the Overmind.
My number shouldn't be so far down on the list! Siraj is a liar!
This isn't what we agreed to!
I should be the one in your position!
The Hive shut down? What happened just now?
Members of a collective consciousness are more likely to reach a consensus because of their shared memories and emotions. For example, Ilias did have differing perceptions, but however, this system is far from perfect. Based on this logic, the collective consciousness will generate an intractable diffusion effect upon the disturbance that Ilias caused wasn't for naught. It made the collective question the setbacks in the plan further amplified doubt, which diminishes the Overmind's influence. This inevitably causes the apprehension, disappointment, panic, avarice. These negative emotions can be but in the Hive, where there are no secrets, negativity can spread like a tidal wave. Of course, what I said to Ilias was the trigger for all. A few words were enough. Believe in the power.
You were already thinking of a way to destroy the collective consciousness. You knew that Ilias was the bait all along?
I knew it from the moment Moreover, I never looked down on you. My opinion of you has always... You have a naive view towards the concepts of collective consciousness and human evolution, but you are intelligent and disciplined. You would never let a test subject escape. Mistakes like that are beneath you, and you also won't leave any mistake without a
I never thought I'd hear those words come from you. I know very well that you've never viewed me as an equal. When you were with us, you always had a distant look in your eyes. You don't need to hide it. I know it better than anyone else. The arrogance that comes with being a genius.
Your perspective is entirely born from your habitual way of looking at things. From your perspective, you probably think I'm like you. Someone who doesn't fit in. However, I just want to distance myself from meaningless noise and look at everything objectively. On the other hand, you have failed to come to terms with who you truly are. You care too much about winning and how others perceive you.
You mean to say that I'm the arrogant one here?
Is that not so? Arrogant and emotionally fragile. You view people as a simple, mediocre collective, while you regard me as one of your kind.
Regardless, I have lost.
You will stand trial, yes. But arresting people... I'm just an ordinary staff member. I believe it is the General Mahamatra's duty to...
Sino? What are you doing here?
I followed the symbols. Looks like things have already been settled.
Symbols?
I left a similar picture in my letter to him, and I made several similar symbols on the way here.
Wait, what do you mean you left? Oh, Paimon remembers! When Paimon first saw you, Arav said that you had left a letter for Sino. So you really did know that something was up with Ilias from the start! You lied to us too!
It'd be best if you didn't spout nonsense. I never... By the way, I came across some information at the Academia a few days ago. If you practice the method
Seriously? This guy. By the way, Sino, Paimon heard that Siraj sent more people to the Academia. We can't let...
Don't worry. The Matra have started screening suspicious persons. This was likely one factor that caused the Hive's consciousness to waver. Everything went as you predicted, Al-Haytham.
Good. Seems like the interesting part is already over. See you.
And off he goes. There still are a lot of test subjects here, so let's stick around for a while.
Oh no. Oh no. I was involved in all these... What came over me? How could I do...
We were accomplices without knowing it. But whether he's the scribe or the acting grand sage, we can't afford to offend him.
We can discuss the future later. Leaving the collect, I didn't feel anything towards Al-Haytham at first, since he wasn't well known. All the opinion... Siraj made us hate Al-Haytham, and we blindly accepted that hate. From how things look, we've done a lot.
I guess we're getting what we deserve. Could you help us apologize to Al-Haytham?
Sure. Paimon will help you tell Al-Haytham. But whether he chooses to
It's okay. No matter what he chooses, apologizing will make us feel slightly better.
It's time to go.
Let's go.
So, were they all duped? We can ask Al-Haytham about that later.
Looks like I can't exist as Siraj number 36. Yet, my life... When I was at Gandharvaville, I thought about whether I should just come forward with the truth. But I didn't have the courage then. So in the end, I lost my sense of justice. But
Ilias?
Don't be sad. I'm the one who deceived you. However, I didn't come out of this completely empty-handed. The moment I realized that the collective I was always trying to fit into wasn't... Understanding that gave me courage somehow. Perhaps one day I could be just like Al-Haytham and not care...
You can do it. Paimon believes in you.
Thanks. Well, I should get going. I'm one of the primary suspects in the case, so I'll have to receive my due punishment. Can you keep this a secret from my parents and my sister? I just don't want them to worry. Also, please apologize to Al-Haytham for me.
All the test subjects have been taken away. I'll have my subordinates seal the place, retrieve all documentation. Are you too hurt? I brought bandages and hemostatics.
Paimon's fine. Just a little tired.
Get some rest. Al-Haytham is probably waiting for you at the entrance. Watch out for any of Siraj's associates who might still be in hiding. If you encounter anything you can't take care of...
Okay, you stay safe too, Sino. Let's go meet up with Al-Haytham.
The matter's settled. We can I actually thought it would have been settled sooner. Just judging by your faces, it seems like you two still have some questions. I respect your curiosity, but I'm off the clock now.
Hey, we're not your colleague!
You couldn't tell that wasn't it?
What? Are you kidding me? You're not leaving today until you explain what happened back at Siraj's secret base!
See ya.
Hold it right there!
Are you done? Your behavior is reminding me of some other people.
Stop changing the subject!
It's too much of a hassle to explain everything from the top. You know what? Come with me.
Where to?
You'll know when we get there.
Is this your home?
Yes.
What's with you all of a sudden? Being all polite and inviting us over?
Ah, you're back. Quick, come help me see if this painting's all straightened. Huh? Who are they?
Stop making a fuss. They're obviously guests.
You're not from the Academia, are you?
I'm unsure she's seen you before. You're that person from that time in that one place!
Wait, what? How do you know me? Oh no, do people know that I live here?
What? You're embarrassed only now of all times?
Oh, you guys are roommates!
Yes we are, but keep that to yourselves. Please, don't tell anyone else.
I keep a few books on collectives and the subconscious here at home. I'll get them. You all chat in the meantime.
Hey!
Hey! You're leaving just like that? What's the deal, Al-Haytham? Sorry, I know we've only just met, but I have to ask. Are you, you wouldn't happen to be actors that Al-Haytham hired to pretend to be his friends, would you?
What?
Guess not. I've never seen him invite friends home before, so please excuse my surprise. You guys get it, right? You know, with his temperament and stuff.
But aren't you his friend?
I wouldn't say friends, exactly. Okay, well, we used to be. But we're not anymore.
Huh?
Don't worry about it. My name is Kaveh. I'm sorry to have met you under these circumstances. Anyway, please don't say anything about me living here.
You seem like you got a lot going on. So maybe Samura will make Paimon shut up.
Are you serious? How could you? Of course. You're Al-Haytham's friends.
What? That was a normal response. You exposed your own weakness.
Still, why do you have to treat me like he does?
Judging by the deafening din coming from the living room, you all must be getting along quite well.
Entertain your own friends, why don't you?
I'll leave the books here.
Paimon's dizzy from reading. This is way too complicated. Why don't we just ask questions instead? Paimon wants to know, oh, how did you know about the collective consciousness's weakness?
A year ago, Siraj presented his thesis to the Grand Sage, who offhandedly asked for my opinion. I actually responded with 2 lines of reasoning. The first, as I've already said, was that his research was on human evolution, a subject. The second was that I thought the direction of his research was too extreme, but his...
Wait, that's too conservative? He built such a large lab, gathered all those people...
One way to stabilize a collective consciousness is to remove the test subject's humanity altogether. The optimal solution to achieve collective consciousness is to focus solely on the overmind and treat the other test subjects.
That's way too dangerous.
I'm merely stating the facts. If Siraj had done that, it's impossible for any species to evolve overnight, and humans would not be called humans. That's why the Academia prohibited research into human evolution. Most research of this kind tends to run contra—
Ha! That's rich coming from you. If humans aren't humans without their humanity, then you'll probably evolve into some other species in another decade, I wager.
What about you? Are you going to devolve into a fungus?
At least I'd be a fungus with empathy. Sorry for eavesdropping, but what happened to you guys? Are you in trouble?
Sort of. We encountered a strange researcher that had it out for us.
Are you all okay? Huh. So that's how things went. Such is life. If only he'd known, Al-Haytham could have stayed indoors today, and the whole thing could have been avoided. Right? Plus, he could have helped me with the housework for once. See those books? They've been sitting there waiting for someone to sort through them for an age.
Can you feel the awkwardness in the air? I hope you're aware of your lack of conversational skills.
Oh, so the pot's calling the kettle black, is he? Well, having said all that, are you okay?
I'm doing quite well. Much better than that painting you're trying to hang on the wall.
You don't understand anything. Stop criticizing my taste in decoration.
Paimon can't tell which of them is more problematic. Let's just get this over with and leave.
You whisper very loudly.
Oh, yeah, Paimon's been told that.
Do you have any more questions?
Let Paimon think. Oh, by the way, the other researchers...
I bear them no ill will. To some extent, they were also fooled by Siraj. The matrу will take this into account at their trial.
Ilias also said that he wanted to tell us the truth at Gandharvaville, but he didn't. He apologized to you too.
It doesn't matter. I never judging from his experiences, he's more courageous than the average person. There's no need to lay even more criticism on him. I'm going for dinner in 10 minutes, so I'll field one last question.
Paimon doesn't have any more questions. How about you? Oh, yeah, You only started investigating with the matrу at the... But after meeting Siraj, it didn't seem like you were interested in him or...
I had no interest in him personally, but I was curious as to why so many people were willing to form a collective I now understand the reason. Correct. The fall of the sages and the shutdown of the Akasha terminals deeply... The fact that Siraj's project attracted so much interest despite not being approved speaks to the lack of research projects as of late. As the acting Grand Sage, I'll have to figure something out. In addition, what happened to Ilias is worth our attention. Reporting academic fraud was the right thing to do.
Paimon understands now. Oh,
I think minimum viable seriousness is a more apt description. I'll do my best to take care of this mess until my resignation is approved.
Wait, your resignation?
Yes. I've already submitted my resignation to the Academia. Soon, I'll resign as the acting Grand Sage and go back. I don't think Siraj knew about that. If he had waited just a few more days before acting, I would have already resigned. What he'd do then wouldn't have been any concern of mine. However, even without my input...
But why do you want to resign?
I'm not suited to be a sage, nor do I want to be one. The official process to select the new sages is already underway, but if I serve as acting Grand Sage for too long, the position might become permanent. That would be troublesome. It's important to keep your priorities straight. Well, it's about time.
Oh, now that you say that, Paimon's kinda hungry. See ya! We're gonna grab some yummies!
See ya.
The name Siraj doesn't ring a bell. Was he in your class?
He isn't someone who would leave an impression, so it's expected that you don't remember him.
I've always had a hard time appreciating the way that the Academia pressures people by labeling them as geniuses. But even so, the Academia can't be left to you. Or perhaps I should say that I'm delighted to see that you have a base amount of self-awareness. If the people in the Academia haven't gone mad, they'd—
And I suppose they'd let everyone know that your career as a sage will be as shaky as that painting.
Again, that's mighty rich coming from someone about to resign. In a few days, you'll be managing files again.
But my salary will likely stay the same.
Wait, what? How come? Why do you get special treatment?
At least I don't have to be an architectural designer who works himself to death just to get a smile from his client.
You... I took time out of my day to clean the living room for you, and this is the thanks I get for it?
Make sure to pay back the rent you owe me. I'm going to buy some furniture with that Mora.
What? Are you trying to annoy me to death? The decorations you buy keep getting uglier and uglier. What's the point of having a boring wood carving in your house?
You'll have to blame that on my financial freedom.
Fine. Go ahead and hide behind your financial success if you want. But if we forget Mora for a second, do you have anything of true value to boast about?
I think I'd have too many choices, to be honest. You, on the other hand, can you think of any redeeming features at all?
Artistry, for sure. You don't know the first thing about interior design. Don't go off by—
So I'll have to bring you along and then buy you drinks?
Of course.
But why would I do that? It would just be another form of a loan, and you'd have—
Can't you just be nice and not ask for the Mora back?
Pretending that you're not in debt is as ridiculous as pretending you're not living in someone else's home.
Speaking of which, your friends won't say anything, right?
There's no need to hide it so carefully. I think the truth's already out. You're such a lightweight that a few drinks at the tavern—
What? No, it can't.